It's Thursday. You know what time it is. Time for the hottest wrestling podcast on the planet. Beyond the Barricade with your hosts, Dollar Bill, the Cleaner, and the Brain. Let's get started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us get started indeed. We have a good event coming up, folks, and Brain, take it away.
On Sunday, July 30th, we have the Great American Bash coming from the HEB Center in Texas. We're going to have
Ooh,
it's kind of a short card, though. I'll be honest with you. I'm surprised at how short the card is.
Is it a Tuesday or a Sunday show?
It's a Sunday show.
Mm.
wow. What's on the card so far?
We got Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT title. We got Gallus versus the D'Angelo family for the tag team titles. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Thea Hale in a submission match for the NXT women's title.
Okay, that sounds cool.
And then, hang on one second. Find the last match. I know. Oh, it's Roxanne Perez versus Blair Davenport in a one-on-one match.
All right.
Let's start with that one. Let's work our way back up the card to the main event, the title matches.
All right.
I would probably say that's the only match to me that's worth watching. Knowing Blair Davenport, the former Bea Priestley from her time in AEW and in Stardom, a phenomenal talent. She's a very technician based, and she is very, very, very good. And then her opponent is somebody who I've been a real big fan of. The first Ring of Honor women's world champion, Roxanne Perez, back then when she was known as Roxy, has the nickname of the Prodigy. I don't know if she still uses that in NXT.
Yes, she does.
She does? Okay. Yeah, no, the future of pro wrestling, women's wrestling, is Roxanne.
Oh, no doubt. She's a very talented performer. She's a very talented athlete. But Blair Davenport has been a thorn in the side of the NXT women's division since she came back. But especially in Roxanne's side. She has been that proverbial thorn in the side and has been getting under her skin since she came back. When she came back with the hood and the mask on and started attacking people.
The hell? Was she assassin now?
Pretty much. She took out Sol Ruka.
Mm-hmm.
Nikita Lyons.
Oh, damn.
I thought Nikita Lyons has been gone for a while with ACL tear.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's probably how they wrote it off.
Yeah.
In story.
Yeah.
Damn, those ACL tears.
Yeah, those are killers.
Man, those are common too, unfortunately.
Yeah. ACL, MCL, meniscus. Those are all common injuries in wrestling.
What's the average time frame for people being out with those injuries?
6 to 9 months.
You see, it differs because I know 6 to 9 months is what I usually hear for hockey, but for football, it's pretty much guaranteed a year.
I wonder why.
I don't know, because Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Super Bowl 2022. Still hasn't played a game yet.
Fudge.
Yeah, and he just signed a 1-year deal with Baltimore. So yeah, they're close to 10 to 12 for football for some reason. I have no idea why.
That is a little surprising because the most contact they have, the hardest contact they have is on Sundays or Thursdays, Thursdays, Sundays, or Mondays, depending on what day their game is. The rest of the week is light contact and no contact in practice.
I think it's due to multiple things. Not enough stretching out, warming the body up, but then also football just there's a lot of low hits, a lot of low hits.
Yeah,
So it's a
exactly.
lot
Yeah.
of stress on that knee.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like I said, Blair Davenport has been an absolute assassin, taking people out left and right.
Like
Mm.
her ex-boyfriend.
Shit.
Well, I mean, that was his name, the aerial assassin.
Hmm.
Oh, somebody got stabbed on that one.
So
So what's the over under on this one? This one.
I'm going with Roxanne. She's finally going to put Blair Davenport in her place, which is in her rearview mirror.
I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I don't watch NXT, so I'm gonna guess Blair Davenport because this is probably not the end of it.
Well, I mean, this is the first. This is the first meetup on
I
the
mean,
pay per
aside
view.
from little sneak attacks here and there.
Yeah, they're gonna probably continue the story. So I'll probably put a slight edge on Blair on this one. Maybe like about a 55%. You know, like I said, slight, not too much.
Yeah.
If they if they're gonna go with the storyline like that, I mean, they could still go to the storyline if Blair loses. So I'm not sure how, but you know,
Blair will play the card that something didn't go in my way, and so she'll attack Roxanne again and start the whole storyline all over again,
wash,
and
rinse, repeat.
it'll end up circling around. I think it'll end up circling around to. They could probably stretch this out again, circle it all the way back around to War Games,
That's
and
right.
have
That's
them
the
on
next one.
opposite teams as the ultimate payoff.
Ooh, that'd be a nice payoff. That would
That's
work.
the ultimate payoff in NXT War Games.
So War Games kind of like their end, like they're kind of like season end. Then you're saying,
Yeah, that's their end game,
okay.
literally.
That's still months away.
Yeah, I know.
When is it, about October or November?
November. It's usually
Okay.
the day before Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, that
Yeah,
probably
we got plenty of time to play out the storyline and build up the teams and the character and everything. So I think it'll work out.
I think so too. Got about 2 months and a few. Yeah, that sounds good. So like I said, I give Blair a slight edge, but that's gonna depend if they're gonna carry the storyline or not. But at least let's see. Let's just make sure Roxy puts on a good match, though.
Yeah, Roxy usually puts on a good match.
Segoy, sweet.
So,
All
all right,
right.
let's move on to the NXT Women's title match.
Stratton versus
Tiffany Stratton versus Thea Hale. Thea Hale has Duke Hudson in her corner.
I like the name Thea Hale. Almost like the Hale, the Hale.
The plane. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong TV show.
Long show. Now you're showing your age. Kids are gonna be like, "What the hell are you
Yeah.
talking about?"
I'll be honest, I have no.
See what I
no
mean?
idea.
You just proved it.
I don't. Not with
We
you
rest our
guys.
case.
Not with you guys, but I have no idea who Stratton is and Theo Hall is. I haven't watched NXT in a long time.
I've seen Stratton a few times, and I've liked her work. I've
Tiffany
seen
Stratton
folks
has
love it.
this character of very entitled, very snobby, almost like a Paris Hilton turned wrestler.
Oh,
She's got the glamorous look to her.
Was
She's
it
a
like-
phenomenal athlete.
was
She's
that
a
Lazy
phenomenal
Monkey?
wrestler.
Mm.
I'll give her that. Thea Hale is like a cheerleader on speed.
Okay, Thea gets my vote.
But
I like that description. Cheerleader on speed. I like that.
if you have ever seen her outside the ring during a Chase University match, you'll understand. Let's put it this
I
way.
don't watch NXT.
She is like the Energizer Bunny on crack.
Well, Now make the
That would be
Spider Man
fun.
go. It keeps going and going. That's crack. You mean
Yeah,
Energizer Bunny on speed? It keeps.
She's the Energizer Bunny on an 8 ball.
8 ball in the 8 ball in the rear pocket.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
this is going to be
submissions
another
match
good
though.
match. It's a submission match, and
That's gonna be interesting.
Duke
Um,
Hudson is in Thea's corner. I'm getting some weird vibes from him lately
mm,
because he seems to have the vibe that he's upset that Andre Chase is back and in charge of Chase U. Because when
mm,
Andre Chase was out for what for his injury, Duke Hudson took over in charge and had brought in uh, Gulak and Dempsey as guest instructors, and it just all went to hell. Although one good thing did come out of it for Thea.
mm.
She learned the Kimura lock
Yes.
and has used that very effectively lately.
mhm.
But I
Mm.
just have a feeling that something's going to happen in the match, and Duke Hudson's going to have a hand in it, and it's going to cost Thea the match. So I'm saying Tiffany Stratton's going to retain.
What's Stratton's submission?
I forget what her submission is, but I know Thea's is the Kimura lock.
Because if Dia put that stipulation on, and if Stratton's gonna win this one, probably with the help of Duke, because it could be a good turn there. The question next is what's Tiffany gonna do for a submission? Just a simple sleeper? Probably like just Dia lay down, just go sleep. I
Could be
don't
a
know.
sleeper, could be a uh, sharpshooter, figure four.
Mm,
You know,
Dragon sleep is my favorite.
that's a great sleeper hold.
Yeah, especially when did the Dragon Slayer version. I was like, oh wow. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? There's so many submissions out there. So many
I
submissive
don't think I have
finishes.
a favorite submission.
You don't?
No, I can't think of one where I'm like, oh, if somebody whips out a package pile driver, I flip out, mark out.
Hmm.
I don't think I could say the same for a submission.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so you don't have
Yeah,
a submission. I got
yeah,
Dragon
no.
Sleeper. Hmm. Brian, what about you? Your favorite submission move?
I'm a classic guy. I've always liked either the sleeper hold of one version or another, the Dragon Sleeper, the regular sleeper, or the classic Ric Flair, Greg the Hammer Valentine figure four leg lock.
Woo!
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Especially
funny.
when especially when Hammer turned that shin guard around. Oh, he always loved when he did that. Oh, he's got to protect his calf muscle. It hurts him, you know.
Yeah.
Bullshit. That thing had a bone imprint on it. It had the shape of a bone on it. That shit digging into the back of somebody's calf, that's gonna hurt like a bitch.
And funny thing is that when I was first watching wrestling, I was watching WWE before I saw Flair. So Valentine was the only one I've had familiarity with the figure four at the time.
Hmm.
I didn't really see Flair's version until later.
Just like how a lot of people in early 2000, early 2010s WWE used to think that Michelle McCool invented the Styles Clash.
Wow.
Just like
Yep.
no, just
No.
no.
No. Learn your shit, fools.
And like how CM Punk was the inventor of the GTS.
Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna give him that one. No, he's right, and I'll give him that one for one reason. Remember, it's indie scene's a little bit easier to find than Japanese wrestling for some people because they
He
still like.
was appearing in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but like I said, like indie wrestling. But then again, some people went. How can I put this? I remember years ago, and I had an ex friend that we like. I was there in the house watching Jericho's first time appearance on the Raw, and I marked out, because I was like, "Oh my God, he actually showed up." And my friend was just really pissed because she's like, "Who is that? Who is that? I don't know who that is." And she sees me like marking out like crazy. So I can imagine like people who aren't familiar with the indies or other leagues, anything other than WWE is not going to know what the hell this is.
Who is this
Mhm.
again?
That was a friend of mine. When
No. Who are you gonna go see?
no, we were watching Raw, and it was the first time Jericho showed up, the Y2J gimmick. When he showed up in
Oh,
Raw and pissed and like was bitching at The Rock.
really? So
Like,
you guys didn't watch WCW because they
I did. No,
technically.
I did.
Oh, okay.
My friend didn't, and that's how we got in a big argument about it.
Because at that time, WCW was just as big.
Oh, I know. I remember that because of the Loverboy tapes.
Yeah.
That shows
Yeah,
how
they
far
were.
back I go.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Are we talking about SpongeBob?
I don't think no, not SpongeBob.
Okay.
No, not that one.
Okay. Because
SquarePants.
if there was anybody who was clueless when it came to wrestling, it was him.
No, definitely wasn't him. No,
Okay.
wasn't that clueless. Just was a huge WB mark, like some people I know.
Understandable.
Yeah, like I said, first time seeing Jericho was just in Raw and just marked out. So I can understand some people are just so tied up with the whole WWE product they don't even think about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's insane because like at that time they were making like on like what was it 96, 97 WWF? They were making like the skits, the Nacho Man skits, Billionaire Ted skits.
Oh God, I think it was '97 because the whole was it because
Monday
DX was
Night
doing?
Wars.
It was
Yeah,
before DX actually.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think it was '96. I think it was in '96, '97. I kind of remember. You know what? Screw
It was
this.
around the same time that I remember Cornette's like his rants he would do.
Guess what?
Shoot,
96.
96, yeah. Because like I remember they were still doing red and yellow Hulk Hogan, and I think this was right before the NWO started.
Yeah, I actually have the one of the skits on YouTube right now, and the funny thing was that part of the room actually has the red and yellow colors too.
Yeah, if it's the one that I'm thinking of, it's where they're sitting at the boardroom.
Yep.
Yeah,
Billionaire Ted wrestling war room with the Nacho Man and the Huckster.
yes,
Yep.
because, and I remember that um, when Scott Hall debuted for WCW, he goes, "Where's the Nacho Man?" And Billy, he referenced the skits.
Oh, this is bad TV. Oh
Oh yeah, it was
gosh, this
horrible.
is.
Oh yeah, it was ugly.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. It is No, that's not ugly. It's fugly.
Yeah,
It's let me
that's
elucidate a
how.
little bit more on that. Let me expand on that. It is mo fugly.
Pass the Ducci, my friend. Pass that Ducci because we're gonna need it after that.
You
It's
know what mo fugly
foobar.
is?
Mo fugly. I'm trying to
No,
remember
mo
that one.
fugly.
Mo fugly.
Yeah, you know what that is?
No,
Motherfucking ugly.
this is not meant for. This is not meant. This is not made for kids. So you can go
Yeah,
ahead and
motherfucking
go.
ugly.
Yeah. Don't worry, you don't worry, YouTube. We're past the 8-second intro. You can shut up now.
I would
YouTube.
say it's foobar.
Oh
Oh yeah,
God.
Doc,
it was definitely fucked up beyond all recognition.
yep,
All
there
right.
we
You
go.
know what? You know
Oh,
what?
gotta love Tango and Cash, brother.
Hold on. I want to find this. Let me see if I can find the right shot because apparently it's really low quality. His videos. Let me see. You know what? Okay, wait. Damn it! I said YouTube pause. You fuck. All right. Hold on. We gotta do this. We gotta do
Oh
this,
lordy.
yo. Yes. Where is that screen? I just want to show this picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like,
I actually heard something about this. I heard supposedly he had the Slim Jim advertisement on his own. And when he jumped
Oh.
ship from WWF to WCW, he
Mhm.
brought that sponsorship with him.
oh,
I heard that too.
nice. Yeah. Nicely done. Well
But come
played,
on, think
Macho.
about it. Who else could have pulled off Slim Jim commercials?
Yeah.
Or, of course, this
Snap
one
into
here.
a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
I remember a while back, also a while
Damn, that
back,
scares me.
I remember a while back also we were doing like we were kind of like taking a WrestleMania one. I forgot which WrestleMania it was, but we were basically goofing on who would win and who would lose. And one point we said Macho Man won by pretty much beating up the other guy with a Slim Jim stand. It's like, that's funny. But yeah, look at this huckster. It looks like he's about to. He looks like he's constipated.
I wonder if did they ever like say who played these characters?
I don't think so. I don't think they ever revealed it, but God,
I'll be honest with you. The guy playing the huckster kind of reminds me of Dave, that huge Hulk Hogan fan that they had in WCW.
No, don't remember.
yeah,
He was like really. He was a little on the slow side.
And like this was like you could tell this is how a lot of the Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Wars was that it was all you could tell who was on top by who was making like who was doing this type of stuff.
Hmm.
You could tell WCW was on top because WWF was doing stuff like this. But then when WCW started, like WWF started to take control, then comes Oklahoma. Do you remember that?
First off, look at Billionaire's head. He's like,
Be in there, Ted.
he looks like he's about to
So-
beg for forgiveness.
Do you remember the
All right,
character
hang-
Oklahoma?
Yep.
Yeah.
God,
Hey,
that
oh,
bad.
you can't reel me in. Wait, no, I'm not the heel.
No, you're the tweener. I'm the face. He's the heel. You're the tweener. The cleaner. The tweener.
Tweener the cleaner.
Exactly.
Or cleaner. The
So,
cleaner tweener.
All right, guys, let's move on here.
Yeah, Stratton had.
We wasted enough time on that baloney and bullshit.
Nah, it's not wasting time. It's just a sketch. It's a segment, folks.
I was thinking of something to say like that too.
So
Next, speaking of next, our next match.
Gallus versus the D'Angelo family for the NXT Tag Team titles.
No clue who they are.
I knew the D'Angelo family, but not Cal so much. I've seen a couple of
Gallus.
matches. Yeah, it's a Gallus. Is
Mark
it Cal?
Coffey, Joe Coffey, and Wolfgang are the members of the Gallus family.
Oh wait, I think I might know Joe Coffey. Oh yeah, I know Joe Coffey.
Yep. Let's see.
Mark Coffey.
I see Mark Coffey.
Oh, they're ICW guys. Okay.
So yeah. So, Brain, tell us about this match. What do you think? What's your highlights?
We got the whole thing is a setup from when Tony D'Angelo got arrested after Pretty Deadly was taken out after Battleground when they got moved up to the main roster. They had a trunk match between Tony D'Angelo and Stax against Pretty Deadly. The D'Angelo family won that match, and they won that match by tossing Pretty Deadly into the trunk of a car. And then they drove off to like a lake somewhere and like disposed of the bodies. And then supposedly somebody called in a tip that D'Angelo's had something to do with Pretty Deadly's disappearance. So D'Angelo and Stax were having dinner at a restaurant. Stax supposedly got a phone call at the restaurant. He goes off to take the call. The cops show up. They take Tony D'Angelo to jail. So they had the whole storyline of Tony D'Angelo in jail, and Gallus was trying to get Stax to turn on him and everything, and then he never did. They had a match a couple weeks ago where Stax won the match. D'Angelo gets out of jail, and they get a tag team title shot. So that's where that led us to this. So
I'm gonna go for the Guineas because I gotta go for my Italians. So that's their whole thing. That's all. I actually know them because they're Italian. They're the Italians. That's their whole thing. So, and then now you see my accents coming out.
See, I'm torn because actually I should lean more towards the D'Angelos, but I kind of got to stick close to the Celtic side too, even though they're Scottish.
No, I'm going for the
Scottish.
Guineas. Forza Italia.
Yeah, I'd like to see the D'Angelo family win the titles because I think Gallus is due for a call-up soon. But I think they're going to hold on to the titles just for a little while longer. But it's not going to be a clean finish. It's going to be a hinky finish where they're going to have to continue the storyline.
Dusty finish?
Yeah.
Let's hope not. I don't know. I mean, would carry, but trying to find a highlight.
I am going to say this one thing. Crowbars will be involved.
But that's a lot of fun, though, having crowbars.
Somebody's going to get whacked.
Exactly. Somebody's going to get whacked with a crowbar.
Yeah. I'm trying to find any highlights of that one. I got the highlights from the other matches. Oddly enough, there's no highlights for the Gallus and D'Angelo match online anyway. I saw a sneak peek of it during something else. I'm gonna probably go. I probably might go more with the D'Angelo family. I'm gonna give them the edge. Slight edge, but I'll give them the edge.
Okay.
And then,
like I said, I'm calling it as a. It's gonna end up as like a no contest. Something's gonna happen,
and y'all get laid out.
Yeah. Would not surprise me if the Creed brothers make a surprise return and take out both teams at the same time.
That'd be nice. That'd be a nice return.
Even though Schism supposedly sent them packing, leaving Ivy Nile by herself, I would not be surprised if the Creed brothers come back and wreak havoc on that match.
Maybe they'll do it afterwards.
No, it's got to have something to do with the match itself. So I think they're gonna get involved somehow. Somebody else is gonna get involved, and it's gonna screw everything up for everybody.
So where's it going? So maybe like a triple threat.
It'll end up as a triple threat at the next PLE.
I'm so not used to calling PLEs. I'm so not used to that.
I know. Me either.
I'm not. I'm like, even if I'm still watching.
Think about it. If you have the subscription.
I understand.
It's all included, so you're not paying for anything.
Yeah, I understand it. I kind of want to know who came up with that term.
Vince.
Premium live event.
I want to know who came up with that term.
Vince.
Probably Vince.
Vince?
Yeah. It was his
Vinny, why did you do that to us?
No. Other Vince.
Not that Vince.
Other Vince.
No. El Heli, the dictator
El
Vince. El Jefe
Yeah.
Vince.
Good. I'm more aligned with the crazy one. bro. Swerve, bro.
Swerve, bro.
Um,
That
no,
was
I mean, because you could still buy it on pay per view. It's a
Yeah,
pay per view.
yeah.
yeah, in other countries, but not
No,
around here.
you could buy it here. You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
then why
saying
would you if you have the Peacock?
Well, if you don't want the
because you might
peacock,
not get the internet problems,
what if you
or you
just
might be in a bar. But no, yeah, no, it's still pay per view to me, and
it's still
I'm thankful. Like the big reason why I don't like premium live event, it just makes it sound like because they started calling house shows live events.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, you saying this is a special house show?
In a way,
You
they're
know,
thinking.
pretty much.
and the way that WWE does their television, pay per views don't seem as special anymore.
Sad.
I'll tend to agree with you on that one. They got too many.
Yeah.
It's not that they have too many; it's just that because they used to always have 12 a year. They've had 12 a year for since maybe like 2000. But the thing
No.
is, they don't feel like pay per views anymore. They don't feel like end all be alls. Like this is
Yeah,
the
'cause they're
climax.
not.
They
It's
Mhm.
just
just
feel like
it's just like a continuation of storylines.
yeah,
The pay per
like
views are supposed to be done for the payoffs.
yeah. Even if you're continuing the storyline, you know, like it still has to have that big fight feel.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
have that on AEW or WWE pay per views. Like
I,
hell, even Ring of Honor, I went to last Friday, which we may talk about later in the episode.
Which we will.
If it felt like a big time pay per view, you know?
Hmm.
yeah, I think he's got a point. It should be where you have to, because then how do you distinguish the pay-per-views from the Raws and Smackdowns, and also the house
Yeah,
shows? Because even think about this. Say say you're a person, you're somebody who has tickets. So would you rather go to a Raw SmackDown show, or would you rather go to a pay-per-view? Which, and if you go to pay per view, how are you going to justify the extra cost for it?
yeah.
Because
And like
tickets are.
another thing, sorry for cutting you off, but like another thing was like they started to do the universal sets for every single show, including the pay per views,
Mm,
where it was like, well, the pay per view doesn't feel special anymore.
Yeah,
Like that's
exactly.
what made the pay per view special.
backlash with those hooks,
Yeah,
you know.
and like I remember, like
Extreme Rules with
it had the
all
big
sorts of
X.
shit. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
WrestleMania was always extravagant.
Well, that's
Summer,
WrestleMania. It's always supposed to be.
yeah,
well,
SummerSlam
WrestleMania always
usually had
is,
like
no matter what you do.
yeah, like SummerSlam usually had like either like a big star or the big double S's.
hmm
So
Yeah.
Now it
like
looks like it was designed by RoboCop.
they all do.
It,
They all look
Yeah, but
like copy
especially
and
this year.
pastes.
it was designed by AI.
Yeah,
WrestleMania designed by ChatGPT, Triple H
yeah.
version.
Damn AI.
So like that's why I'm thankful for like AEW because like they make the pay per views feel special and different.
Hmm.
Like I remember I went to so last November they had Full Gear at Prudential Center
Yeah.
and I was able to attend. But the night before they also had Rampage at Prudential Center. And Rampage had the normal set, the normal stage set before, they upgraded earlier this year. And then Rampage had a completely different set. So in the middle of the night, they completely changed sets for Full Gear. I appreciate that,
Hmm.
Hmm.
but they don't do that anymore in WWE. And it, like now, like because I watched Backlash over a friend's house, they have that like little tunnel entrance for pay per view entrances, and I heard like that they can want to continue to do that for non WrestleMania shows. And I'm like, bro, everybody loves the sets. It made the shows feel unique and
Yeah,
special,
they need
and
to
they don't
start
do
doing
that.
that again.
They do.
Yeah. Something to distinguish the shows, because otherwise it's like rinse and repeats, and it's just
Yeah,
basically another clear layer. pilot swap they were calling it in video game
Yeah.
terms. So
Yeah.
it's it's just the same old shit.
It's
Same
lazy.
old shit. Same old shit.
So,
One last question though, just to touch upon it. Does Collision has yet its own set?
Collision actually, yes, has a different set from Rampage and Dynamite.
Okay, I just want to know that.
that's good.
Rampage, I mean Collision, that set honestly feels like. Do you remember the old Money in the Bank
Yep.
Yep.
where it had like the strips and all? It feels like Money in the Bank.
Mm. Money
Nice.
in the bank, yo. I still remember that song.
But like it looks both of the new the new Dynamite look and the new Collision look, they look so nice. It is a visual upgrade.
That's good.
That's great.
So, last match on the card, gentlemen.
The final match.
Carmelo Hayes with Trick Williams versus Ilya Dragunov. Dragunov just had an absolute annihilating match against Braun Breaker to become the #1 contender for the NXT title. They absolutely destroyed each other. It's a wonder either of them are still walking.
Man, I'll be honest. I didn't really start with some of the NXT stuff to recently, and Dragunov was one of the first ones, and I was like, "What makes him so special?" Because his look, he was just kind of like plain. Then I saw him wrestle,
And how much abuse he can take.
not just take but give.
Oh my God, yeah.
That was like a fire in his eyes. Like, that's him. That's him.
Yeah.
No wonder you all like on high on him. Holy crap, he's got
Yeah.
a fire.
I personally like him. He's a smaller guy. He is small, but he is powerful and he is quick. He reminds me of the Dynamite Kid
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good name.
with his snap suplexes and just how quick he is off the ropes. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I have a love child alert.
Oh God.
Oh my God. He is the love child of the Dynamite Kid and Ric Flair. For the simple fact of his chops are almost as brutal as Walter/Gunther.
Whoa, that's saying a lot.
If you saw his match against Dijak, the last man standing match, if you saw Dijak's chest after that match, it would remind you of Daniel Bryan in the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Damn.
Remember how red and bloody Daniel Bryan's chest was?
Yeah.
Dijak was almost as bad. But then again, so was Dragunov, because both of them can lay in the chops.
I remember watching Dijak from Ring of Honor. He's such an impressive big dude.
He is.
So I remember I would say his coming out moment maybe was at Ring of Honor's 2016 Final Battle.
Mm.
And it was the finals of the first ever 6-man title. It was the Kingdom versus, I think, Kushida, Leo Rush, and Dijak.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember this fucking big ass Topa Suicida that this man brought up. And it shook the whole Manhattan Center. So yeah,
Whoa.
no, that kid could go. And I say that kid, even though he's like 6 years older than me.
Man, I've got to put this here because I'm just put on the I'm watching a couple of the highlights from the Dragunov versus Breaker match.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they wrestled was not like something you would normally see in wrestling. Like it was borderline brawling and wrestling.
Oh yeah,
Border.
absolutely.
Oh yeah. Like there was
No, there ain't no borderline about it. That was a goddamn Pier 6 brawl.
no. I say borderline because there was still a lot of technical wrestling involved. The brawling part came in from the fire that they were both going through. And the reason I said also that the match was not as normal because instead of like a standard suplex reversal, like just when you get lifted up and then down like that, no, they went to the knees. You don't see that too often when encountering suplexes going to the knees like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and then some of the blasts they did, and Dragunov with it's sick power bomb that just made my heart go, woo, doki doki. Like it was sick. I was like,
well,
dude, I'm proud of
Dragunov
that.
is a sick man.
Yeah, but apparently Breaker's going to the big league, so good luck to him. But as I've seen this, you think it's he's due for this one? You think he's gonna go against Carmelo?
I think it might come to that, but I think there's going to be a swerve where something happens that causes it.
Hmm. Okay, I had to wonder then. It's like because
Although tomorrow night they have the Trick Mellow Dragon Gang.
what's that?
They have a match tomorrow night to take on Schism. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, and Ilya Dragunov take on Schism.
That's the group with Joe Gacy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ava.
Yeah, that's gonna be what's watching.
And another match tomorrow night is a kendo stick match.
Ooh, still my beating heart. Ooh. Ooh.
NXT's resident mean girl, Cora Jade, taking on Dana Brooke.
I might say, hand me my kendo stick. Shit, I should come out to that next time. I should come out to the show next time with a kendo stick in my hand. I got a nice one too.
You might not make it in the door.
I said this show. I didn't say that show. I mean, come on, I'm not that crazy enough to go to a live arena with a kendo stick. They'll think I'm part of the show.
So no, they may let you in. You never know.
I'm the same part of the ring crew. I'm part of the ring crew bringing the stick over to somebody else.
This was a specially requested kendo stick.
Yeah. Yeah, see, it has an extra. It's like, see, if you look closely here and then whack the guy in the back of the head and walk away.
But getting back to what I was saying about the swerve,
Bro.
I think no, not Strickland. Not Strickland.
No, I said swerve, bro.
Yeah.
You know, bro, let me tell you, bro, there's gonna be a swerve here, bro.
Swerve to the left.
But I'm telling you, I think there's gonna be a swerve and something's gonna happen where it may not end up as a title change, but it'll end up as another hinky finish.
Mm.
And the marks won't see it coming, bro.
The marks never see it coming. They're too busy. They're too busy on their phones. Oh.
But the
damn marks.
But the true professionals of the insides of wrestling, like us, we see it coming,
bro.
Mm-hmm. No, it's bro.
Not for him, it's not.
That's true. Bro.
You got to remember, he's an AEW guy.
Yeah. Well,
We're
no, I
talking Swerve
literally watch
Strickland there.
I could watch
He,
any other company besides WWE.
That's-
WWE, I have
he's talking
no
about
interest.
Swerve Strickland over there.
Let's see. Yeah, we could do
You know,
AEW. We could
Mogul
do
Embassy.
NJPW.
What about
So
another
many.
three-letter company? Do we have all day?
If by the time we get through that company, it'll be next year. There's a lot to talk there.
So
A lot to talk.
So we
Ah,
talked
God.
about we talked about a future show, a future pay-per-view. I'm going to bring it back to last Friday.
Last
please
Friday.
do. Please do, brother.
Yes, a show that I will have first-hand experience in telling. It was Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor.
Woohoo!
Always
Taking
love
le-
that. Always love that title.
Yes, is a very, very good title. Because Ring of Honor always had shows based around honor. Yeah, Death Before Dishonor, Glory by Honor. So
That's also a movie
yeah, and
too.
it took place from Trenton, New Jersey.
Honor
I
bound.
sweated my butt off getting down there. Took the train from Newark, and then I had to
Let's say.
walk it's like 15-minute walk from the arena to the Treasury Center. So it wasn't a bad walk, but it was hot.
Okay. You were in a decent part of Trenton because it's not that great.
It wasn't all around bad.
Okay, so we're talking like the streets look like they're actually fixed.
Do you know where the Trenton Transit Center is?
I think I might. I'm just wondering. I know the train station, but I wasn't sure. Are you going by towards the inner city part of the DMV, or the other side towards the river part?
No, it wasn't towards the river part.
Okay, then instead of what? Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know Trenton that well.
Okay.
Because like I said, yeah, the arena is like literally a 15-minute walk from the train station. So but yeah, no, it was a wonderful show. I'm actually gonna share my screen because I'm gonna
Yes.
show a little something from that night.
Well, something we talked about last week prior to Death Before Dishonor actually happened at the show.
And what is this?
What is it?
And I said it could happen, and I was gonna, it would be about time if it did. Aussie Open.
Yes.
Ooh.
Aussie.
Was he?
Oi, oi, oi.
Let's think of ourselves. Let's actually go to break down the card a little bit. Cleaner.
So do we have can you see my screen?
1 second.
There we go.
You know what? We'll leave it this
Yes.
way because it's easier to see everything.
This is from my personal Facebook page. This is where my seat was located for Death Before Dishonor.
You're right behind your boy Ian.
Right. Well, actually, I was right behind Bobby Cruz. That chair you're looking in front, that's where Bobby Cruz sat.
Nice.
And there's the boss man right there.
Tony Khan. Was he on coke?
No.
It's Tony Khan. Enough
That's
said.
I mean,
I know,
he didn't
that's
seem
the
like it
running
there.
joke.
Enough said.
It was more the next night at Collision. We get into that. So yeah, there's the opening pyro. Oh, that heat felt good. There's my boy Bobby Cruz standing in the middle of the ring. This was so the Secure Arena down in Trenton. It's not a bad crowd. It was mostly filled.
Nice.
That's good.
And this is the first match.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. He was
Go
almost
back.
in the Trio Woe.
Yes.
He did a sit up and then jumped
Look.
over the top
Trio
over the
row.
post.
Yep. And that man is taking on Pac on Wednesday night on Dynamite.
Ooh.
This is his opponent, Commander. They kicked off the show. And then this is my man Stokely Hathaway, Ring of Honor board member, and second match, Dylan Castle. So yeah, this was a very good view. I'm gonna try to see if I have any more match highlights. Oh yes, this is from the 6-man between Dark Order and the Righteous.
Whoa.
And this is Stu Grayson about to hit his former tag team partner, Evil Uno. Then watch this.
Oh, oh, good God.
Someone's got to put like.
Damn.
Yeah.
I almost want to put like some Buster Keaton music on that one.
So I recommend, if you haven't watched Death Before Dishonor, what a wonderful show. Some of the results: Commander defeated Gravity in a wonderful match. Actually, no, I actually don't remember.
Oh,
It
no,
was actually Gravity, I think. See, now I don't even remember. It was only 3 nights ago. That's how good the action was. But there was also some pre-show. Layla Hirsch, AR Fox, and Shane Taylor. So we had some good pre-show action. Samoa Joe retained over Dalton Castle, and like you said, Brain, Aussie Open defeated Lucha Brothers Kingdom and Best Friends for the tag team titles. The only title change on the night. You know, you also had some matches like Mogul Embassy, including facing off against 6 or 9, which is Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi, which is a pleasure to sight to see both of them. Katsuri Shibata, who is somebody I never thought I'd see wrestle, defeated Daniel Garcia by pinfall in a pure championship match. Wonderful. And then, as you saw, Dark Order and Righteous. In the final 2 matches, I absolutely recommend 100%. Claudio Castagnoli defeating Pac for the world title, and Athena defeating Willow Nightingale for the women's title. I recommend those last 2 matches if you're going to watch anything, but the entire card was a stacked card.
Damn, I'm looking at the results here too, and it's like, wow.
Yes,
Really great
it
stuff.
was a very good show, and it was only it finished off at around like 11:15ish. So it only no, not even, maybe around 11. It ended. So it's a good 3 hours of wrestling. It's not a whole lot. So, you know, if you don't like the 4.5 hour shows that AEW might do for a pay-per-view, this Ring of Honor card is got you on lock.
Definitely. Yep.
And if you notice my voice might be a little messed up, that's because the next night in Newark, AEW Collision, if you saw it on TV, yeah, my voice is shot from booing CM Punk the whole night.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And it was a very 50-50 crowd for him. There were people that were loving him and then people that were hating him, like me. There was a kid.
I would have been right along with you with hating him.
There was a guy right next to me who was cheering for him. He was like, "We love you, CM Punk," and I was like, "No, we don't." We had some good laughs. Every time he looked my way, I gave him the Stone Cold salute.
Should have done one like this.
No, I should have went like this. You know, like the Young Bucks pose.
Oh, that's even
Because
funnier.
I was wearing my Young Bucks shirt, my
Nice.
ROH guilty shirt, and I
He's
love
probably
that.
pointing
Oh, I
out
love
saying like,
that.
look at that, look at
I
that
saw
mark.
that. That was a great shirt. I like
See,
that shirt.
because the thing about
Look at
that
that fucking
shirt
mark.
is that it's a parody of a Kevin Steen shirt that he had for Ring of Honor, and I wish I could have got the Kevin Steen shirt because it's so much nastier with Kevin Steen because he's just like mean face right into the camera.
Mean mug.
Oh, it was a
Nice.
beautiful shirt. I wish I could have got that.
So
But yeah, no, it was a wonderful weekend of action. If any company goes into your area, I do recommend going to the shows because there's nothing better than live wrestling.
Nothing better. The crowd just makes it all happen.
Yes, except for XPW. Don't go to XPW,
unless you want to get burned.
or you want to see somebody get stabbed in their ding ding.
Oh, so XPW is pretty much like CCW except less class.
Imagine if the class was turned down to 0.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if the class was turned down and the knob broke off because they went too far.
Yeah. Like,
Man,
so XPW was originally founded by a guy in the porn industry,
yeah.
and I recommend watching season 3, uh, Dark Side of the Ring. They did a whole episode on XPW to show you how classy it was. And then they finally, after so long, revived it just last year, and it was infamous as being known as this guy who no one's ever heard of pulled his pants down and legitimately stabbed a needle into his wiener in front of a live crowd. And like his pants were down, so everybody in saw his naked body. I don't understand how that guy. I don't understand how XPW is still a thing, and I love because I don't want to like trash the company that Larry Legend also works for because I love that dude, but
You know what? I'll be honest with you. With
It's called
regards to
paycheck.
Larry working for them, for him, it's just money in his pocket.
yeah, because I love that
He's
dude.
he's just there to be their voice. He
Yeah,
I honestly don't think he really enjoys himself there. He puts on a good show that he does.
he does. He does. He treat every time when we were at Jersey All Pro or when even I ran into him in Ring of Honor, he treated me so well. I love him. I love him.
Oh,
He's such a good
Larry's one of the
person.
best in the business,
Such a
without a
good
doubt.
person. I love him.
Damn.
Cannot wait for that episode.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun episode.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see him again.
yeah.
Excuse me.
Not excused.
Nah.
You're
Nah.
excused.
Didn't that already come out? Didn't that come out already with the XPW episode?
For Dark Side of the Ring, yes.
Yeah.
Season 3, I think it was.
Episode 13.
Yeah.
I think it's actually also on YouTube. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could definitely find it because I've been watching some of the new seasons on YouTube.
I found it. Yeah, that's why I was like, I guess.
Like, what was the one that I recently watched? It's a season 4 episode. I forgot who it was.
Well, let's just put it this way, kids. XPW is one place you don't want to be at.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one company you don't want to work for,
No.
where it's truly hot dogs and handshakes.
No, thank you.
Oh boy, hot dogs and handshakes. That's gonna be in top of our next of our future episode. Maybe.
Hot dogs or sandwich? Discuss.
Lordy. All right. So with that in mind, let's see. I think we pretty much covered everything for a Great American Bash. I hope they had more matches. I mean, recording is Monday, but and so the pay-per-view is on Sunday, so the NXT is tomorrow.
I think they might end up having one more thing added because
You know what's going to
supposedly-
happen? Just because we did this episode tonight, they're going to add a whole bunch of stuff tomorrow night.
yeah, of course.
Stay tuned. I'll tell you what. Since this comes out on Thursday, and we'll probably put an addendum that they actually have more matches. Maybe it's a
Yes.
separate video.
I could see them adding one more match.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow, Gable Stevenson's supposed to make an announcement as to whether he's going to go back to the amateur ranks or if he's going to stay in NXT. And he's supposedly going to get confronted by Damon Kemp.
Mm.
So I think something's going to go down during that confrontation. And that may end up being a 5th match on the Great American Bash card on Sunday.
Definitely. But definitely keep your eyes for it, folks. And on that crazy, insane,
my
idiotic
friends,
note,
Isn't a prediction. It's a spoiler.
spoilers. All right, and one last small piece of thing before we get off the air. If you notice in the bottom, it says here once again the student. As I don't know if anybody knows or cares, but I graduated from Full Sail University a couple years ago with a degree in cinematography. Recently, the college opened up a couple extra courses to take complimentary, which I said, yeah. So I'm gonna go back and get some more training on audio and video because somebody's gotta make this production look damn good.
And you do a damn good job at it.
And I try.
Yes, you do.
Thank you all. Thank you.
It's hard making two ugly fuckers like me and Vinny look good.
No, that's true. That is true.
It takes a lot of work, but you know,
Somebody's got to do it.
You know, I thought about using one of our screen grabs as a Tinder profile.
don't put my face on it. Goodness gracious.
No. She's gonna be my face.
Okay.
But then again, they're gonna be asking for my email address so they can send me Bitcoin. Wish me luck.
Just remember at the very bottom where you can catch us. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on, of course, YouTube. You know, you can catch us all here pretty much.
You can catch us if you can.
Catch us if you can. Catch us if you can.
And for those who like to listen to just the audio, we're on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, and Apple Podcasts.
All we hear is Radio Gaga.
But just remember one thing.
Mm.
Video killed the radio star.
Yes, MTV.
My face killed a bunch of mirrors.
Ah.
I was wondering what that cracking sound was. Gentlemen,
Lordy.
on that note, until next week.
Yes, next week.
Too sweet.
Guns up.
Too sweet. Pew pew. All right, sonic booms to everybody. Let's end the show with a